Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing today? Dr. Horacio Maldonado. And today, for our YouTube channel, All Things Leadership, we're going to talk about teamwork in the modern workplace. Teamwork's being seen differently by many organizations, by different teams, different perspectives, different people, different leadership styles. So today, we're going to talk a bit about some of the teamwork principles that, help build a strong team for success within your workplace. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes. We're going to talk a little bit about the teamwork, some of what matters, and some of the principles as we move forward. Okay, so teamwork's basically is a collaborative effort, to reach a common goal efficiently, right? We can all agree on that. But it also contains like a lot of diverse skills and perspectives from innovation and productivity from different people, right? So teamwork can be seen very differently, and we're just gonna go over some of the very basics of teamwork. Okay, so why does teamwork really matter? The reason why teamwork really matters is strong teamwork builds trust, communication, and shared purpose. All those three things is what makes a teamwork such success within the workplace. It also enables the teams to accomplish more than the individuals working alone. Because if they work alone, they only do a certain amount. But on the team, together we can do more. That concept is seen throughout the workplace today. So we're going to jump into the first teamwork principle. So then the first teamwork principle is be clear in purpose and roles. So we have to define the shared objectives that everybody understands. Okay, we need to be very clear because if not, we're going to start losing people. We got to clarify each of the members' roles and how it contributes to the team goal for what is going to be the overall goal of the organization or the team, whether it's to be a project, whether it's going to be a tasking. Having a clear purpose and what roles that everybody plays is going to be very, very critical. And so sharing the objectives is going to be very important as we go. The second teamwork principle is going to be open communication. There's millions of perspectives of having open communications are being seen differently. But I firmly believe, based on my experience and my research, that if you do not have an open communication, there's a lot of room for miscommunication, misunderstanding, different perspectives. So having an open communication really fosters honest and transparent exchanges of ideas and feedback within your team. It also creates a safe space for members to voice concerns without judgment. The more you have of an open communication style within your team, like the very last statement that I stated right now is without judgment. So that's even better, right? So the third principle, the teamwork principle number three, is going to be mutual accountability. So what is accountability? What is mutual accountability? It's understanding that we're all going to be accountable for our actions, right? We can all agree that, being accountable is just being accountable, right, for your actions. Each member takes responsibility for the tasks and for the team's success. And that starts with everybody understanding, having a mutual respect, mutual courtesy for the whole team, and up just at the end of the day, being accountable. Also, it encourages supports and shares ownership. So when we do that, when we account for what we're doing, we assume responsibility, we take account for what happened. It gives you a sense of ownership too as well. Like I own it. It was either good or bad, but you owned it. Okay. Teamwork principle number four is trust and psychological safety. This is going to be a big one where I talk a lot of this within my work, within my business, and with a lot of my clients. Trust that's just in itself a very important thing. So building trust so members feel comfortable to just taking the risks and asking for help. It's going to be the hardest thing for somebody to ask some help within the workplace. But if you establish that trust within your team, they'll be more comfortable talking to you about other things. It also creates a safe environment that enhances creativity and resilience. Trust and psychological safety they're very big because a lot of people view trust and psychological safety very differently. So taking the time for just make sure there's trust within the team. Maybe it's going to be a critical project that we have to take care of, or a task that needs to get done and requires a lot of moving parts. This is where that trust comes into place. You cannot just have one person hey, this is how we're going to do it because I said so. That's going to have to go. That's very old fashioned. So, very, very important having the trust within your team. Teamwork principle number five is going to be the collaboration and cooperation. So, very important, right? We collaborate together and we have to be, cooperation with everyone, right? It promotes working together over individual efforts. It's a team concept. We have to understand it is a team concept. It's not an individual effort. So that promotes working together over having to do it by yourself or any individual efforts that you may have. It also encourages knowledge sharing and collective problem solving because you have different points of view. You have different perspectives. They're not all bad, but at the end of the day, if everybody comes together and shares those ideas, that'll be very, very much better for the overall team concept. Team principle number six could be diversity and inclusion. Two big topics that are very heavy within the professional development field right now. The embracing change and pivot quickly when needed. We have to be able to adapt to what's going on as this team. We have to be able to think in our feet. We have to be able to understand change, last minute changes, maybe some project that needs certain things, and last minute we have to change it. We have to be adaptive with flexibility. So, a lot of flexibility and the adaptability to when in the teamwork setting a lot of people they feel very uncomfortable at times because it's last minute. People are mostly structured. They want to know what's happening. So just stay on your feet, keep your head in the swivel, like we used to call it in the military, and just stay agile, and just meet those new challenges effectively because we have to do that, and we have to be able to be very flexible to new ideas, last minute ideas, new taskings, additional team members, and we have to start going over different things. So being adaptable and flexible is going to be very, very important. Teamwork principle number eight, recognition and motivation. We have to be able to recognize a team. We got to be able to motivate our team. Okay, we got to be able to celebrate their successes. Acknowledging what they've done individually is important, but when you address the whole team, it's just different, right? It's like a sense of accomplishment. It also keeps your team morale high, right? And it motivates them sustained to keep on moving forward. Hey, you know what? I like this teamwork concept. I like the environment. I like what we're doing. I like our approach. Let's work together to just to collaborate and do other things, right? So those were the eight teamwork principles for teamwork in the modern workplace. And just like to just summarize pretty much all of the principles, teamwork is a foundation of achieving shared goals to collaboration, trust, and clear communications. We talked about it, which is very important. Effective team roles foster open dialogue and holds each other accountable. If we cannot hold each other accountable, there's going to be a concern. There's going to be an issue on any taskings that we have to do as a team. Building a psychological safety and embracing diversity leads to a stronger, more adaptable teams. We have to be able to think outside the box. We have to be able to be diverse in our thinking process, especially with different ideas and different perspectives. Continuing recognition and alignment with organizational goals, sustain motivation, and high performance. That's the last two, sustain motivation and high performance. Together, these principles enable teams to overcome challenges and drive organizational change. Okay, and success. So it's very important. Thank you everybody for your time. I really appreciate it. It's going to be just a short video I'm going to post. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Respond back to this post. So you can reach us out on the YouTube channel at All Things Leadership. And everybody have a good one.